Boys, before we start, you have to. Lovely.
ASMR.
Oh,
Figure Special version 2 is now live.
Sorry, completely just interrupted you there, Connor.
Figure Special is happening. Everyone's been waiting.
Figure Special.
Everyone's been waiting for it. It's the Figure Special.
That's why we're cracking open a cold one.
Let's
Cause
fucking
it's finally
go.
here.
A year in the making.
We had to wait more than a year because we had to wait until Akihabara opened up, people getting vaccinated, and the country letting us finally do this.
Not even a global pandemic can stop us from wasting our money on anime figures.
Well, cheers, boys.
Cheers to a successful one.
Cheers. How's it feel to be in presence of a winner? Because that's going to be me today. We're gonna get
Honestly, I'm here for the content. I can't wait to show you some of the stuff that I bought.
God, stop being a good sportsman for 1 second and talk trash, all right?
Well, no, that's how you lose. Haven't you learned from the past specials?
So if you don't know, there are 3 videos on our own respective channels where we went to Akihabara and spent $3,333 each, a total of $10,000 between the trash taste budget.
Which is where the clickbait comes from.
Don't say
we're like, we can stretch this out to $10,000 so we can put it on the video title.
And we have various challenges at those stores that we hopefully completed and we'll talk about on this episode of the podcast.
But we have no idea what each other bought. We don't know how many challenges we've completed. And today is the day where we're going to find out.
We have an idea about what the other boys did, but if you want to find out now before you watch this, then please go watch all of our videos, or you can watch this first and then go to watch the videos. It's kind of like watching the Avengers Endgame and then watching Iron Man.
Either way, either watch all of them now or watch all of them after. I would say watch all of them before, but that's just my opinion.
But they're all up right now and they're all down in the description, so check them out.
But I guess, and also on our main channels, not our second channel.
On our main channels.
So basically, we're going to just kind of, I guess, run through the products. There's also overarching challenges. Joey, do you have them? All of the challenges that aren't for the store, they're for after the store.
They are on screen right now. Well, we're not going to read them all out.
We have 16 of them, though.
Yeah, we have 16 of them. But I think some of the notable ones that we remember are like stuff like buying a figure closest to the price of $420 and also $69 as well. Of course. I'll be honest, I don't remember much of the other challenges.
I don't either, so it's going to be interesting if we by coincidence, if we got
I remember that in the first store, I completely forgot we had overarching challenges, and it was only in the second store that I started to figure out.
Well, we all try to go for the $69 one, right?
I think we all tried for the $69 and $420,
Yeah, that was interesting.
It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
So how did you boys feel going into this challenge compared to last year's
my
challenge?
challenges that I got at each store were way easier than last year, which is good. So I think I have a better chance this year. It's really up to you guys, really. I think Gaunt though got like some of the harder ones.
I just kept getting fucked this year, man. Which is why I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for content.
First time. That's how I felt last year.
And this guy got an easy road again for the most part. I
had hard challenges. I had to find a figure from an anime Jerry had watched. Do you know how hard that is? I had more luck finding the needle in the haystack. What do you? This whole store full of anime, and Jerry hasn't seen a single one.
I think it was interesting though because we went to 4 stores again this year. 2 of them were ones that we've been to previously, which was A Stop and Ami.
Yes,
and then we had 2 brand new ones, which was Rashinban and Mandarake.
Yeah,
and I think the new stores were definitely a challenge because
weren't
used to it.
It added some spice into the mix because we didn't know what to expect. So especially ending on Mandarake, it was so much risk came into what was in Mandarake because I hadn't been to Akihabara for about a good year.
Yeah.
So I literally had no ideas what would be in any of these stores, right?
Yeah, Mandarake is truly like the needle in the haystack store where like you go in, it's the Don Quixote of fucking figures.
I've found the coolest stuff in Mandarake.
Oh yeah.
You also don't find a lot of stuff in Mandarake.
Yeah.
So it's either or. So I'm glad we had some variation in stores.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly.
There was a store that sold everything. Some stores that didn't sell anything, and some stores that had a lot of lewd stuff. So that's good.
Yep.
But I mean, I was kind of nervous, kind of wasn't. It was weird because this time I wasn't thinking about decorating as much as I was winning.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care about decorating the office. Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's all about winning.
By the way, if you're brand new to Trash
Yeah.
Taste, the figures that you see on the backs here are the stuff that we got last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so I imagine there's
we only
some
had a
people.
budget of $500 last time, and it got us all this. So we like we
What was it? 6 times the budget,
Yeah.
7 times the budget now. for each person?
sextupled the budget.
I almost believe the saying of like constraints make the what?
Sorry.
What did you say, Gon?
Sorry, I was like, sex. Sorry.
This man is the oldest one here.
That's why I tried to not say that, and instead I said 6 times.
Sorry, I completely.
I think almost having no limitations. Well, there was limitations. The money was, but $3,000 is a lot.
Yeah.
to
More
spend.
than one person will
I-
ever spend. on
And,
figures.
so I feel like having no limitation nearly on what you could spend almost made it harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you felt like, okay, I can buy literally anything now.
Yeah.
Like, because before it was like you would see a $500 figure.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, I can't buy
Well,
that.
that was my budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly, right? You can't buy it. So it almost made it more interesting.
Now
People-
you look for the most expensive figure in the store, and you're like, okay, this is like a sizable chunk in my
Yeah.
budget, but it's not. I'm not going to be dead in the water
Yeah.
even if I buy it.
Yeah, let's just say we didn't find a $3,300 figure that we
Well,
decided to
there
go for.
was some stuff in Mandarake.
Oh, in
that
Mandarake,
was-
yes,
that was
yes.
definitely like one figure
Yeah.
would have gone our entire budget.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it definitely felt like a big difference from last year
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
this year, right? Because
Yeah.
last, like, it's a difference between like being a student and having like a disposable income. That's what it felt like, man. You know?
just thinking about some of the fucking figures I had to spend money on.
Yeah, I know.
No, because I remember last year, I remember going to a store like A-Stop. I was looking at figures and like, can't buy that, can't buy that, can't buy that, can't buy that. And now this time going into A-Stop, I was like, what can't I buy? Let me just buy it all, you know?
Even the most
I'll
expensive.
take your entire stock.
Yeah, it was. It was like I'll take everything from here to here.
Yeah.
and it's like a dent in my budget.
Trash Taste Season 1 versus Trash Taste Season 2. The peasants versus the kings.
What's next? It's like who can buy out all of A-Stop first?
Yeah, I actually like got to a point where we got to Mandarake and I had trouble finishing my budget.
Yeah.
Because there was like Mandarake had some really, really cool shit, but the really, really cool shit was too expensive.
Yeah.
And then some of the mid-range stuff didn't even make up the budget I had left because originally
There's like no in between.
Yeah, originally I thought we had $3,000 to spend. And then only halfway through did I realize, oh no, the entire budget was $10,000. So technically it's $3,333. So I had to like make up $300 more, which I didn't think I had in Mandarake.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was overall very interesting.
Yeah, it's very tough.
Yeah, it was a long day as well. My God.
Yeah, it was definitely a long day for sure.
It was great. It was good fun though. I really enjoyed it.
I really
enjoyed it.
Is it exhausting having to run around stores for hours? A little bit, but it's not nothing I haven't done before.
Yeah.
In season 1.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely felt a lot more comfortable filming this one than I did in season
Yeah,
1.
you seem like you were like kind of digging it more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember when we were all filming our intros, I had to get away from Gant because it was actually
Gant's
being too
Gant is
loud.
literally like Morgs now. He's like, "What's up, guys? It's me, Giguk.
I'm
Back
going
again."
to spend 24 hours in Rashinban.
He's gotten too good. We created a monster. He's too good of a
We
YouTuber.
flashback to season 1 Arquebus special, and Gant's like, how do I say shit without a script?
Yeah, because I remember when we were filming season 1, you boys had finished for like a good 10 minutes filming your intros.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'd even started filming.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Cindy, am I looking okay?
Yeah, no, Don was off in the corner going like, "What is anime? Anime is so much," and we're like, "Gone." God,
so cute.
Just talk, God.
The glow up, man. It was
Great, yeah.
great to see.
I think we all did a much better job, actually. I think we all seemed a lot
Yeah.
more confident.
Yeah,
shows
I think
the
so.
experience.
Yeah.
Hope that came across in the videos.
Yeah.
Hopefully they look better, sound better, and
Yep.
the energy's there.
Yeah.
Although most of the time I did get distracted, and I was so focused on doing the things that I forgot to actually talk to the camera a lot of the time. I was just so
Yeah, I
intently
get
focusing on finding these goddamn figures that I
Yeah.
didn't think to present very
Yeah.
well. I would like to hear, even though you said they were too long, I would like to hear all of the overarching challenges because I forgot them.
sure.
I
Okay.
think it'd be good for the viewers to know what challenges to keep in mind that
Okay,
might come up
okay.
when we start reviewing.
So these are the ones that were separate from
So
the challenges
tell
we
us
got.
how much points you get from them as well.
Okay, so 1 point to whoever spends the closest to $3,333.33,
Okay.
which is the budget. 1 point to whoever buys the most expensive single figure.
Okay.
The one with the cheapest figure, however, loses 1 point.
Okay.
Figurine from the lowest rated Mal series gets 1 point.
Okay.
The most figurines bought overall gets 1 point. Most spent on one series gets 1 point. Most spent on a non-figure gets 1 point. Most spent in one store gets 1 point. So there's lots of room to wiggle.
Okay.
As we said earlier, whoever spends the closest to $69 on a single figure and whoever spends closest to $420 on a single figure get 1 point each.
We're counting that as 6,900 yen or 420,000
Yeah,
yen.
42,000 yen. Figurine from the highest rated Mal series, however, loses a point. That's the normie point you lose.
Okay.
If anyone bought a hentai figure, that's a point because, God forbid you're going against YouTube
I totally forgot we had
demonetization.
that.
I totally forgot I had that too.
I've just remembered what I bought.
Me too.
Let's just say someone got a point for that. 1 point to the most figures bought from an anime original movie.
Oh, okay.
So, any like Shinkai movie,
Right.
Hosoda movie, anything like that. Minus 1 point for every Funko Pop, obviously.
Yeah.
Minus 1 point for every duplicate character anyone buys. And minus 2 points for every exact duplicate figure anyone buys.
Oh, I see.
So we made that like stakes high because it's like, we might, say for example, Garn and I might buy an Astolfo figure. We would lose a point.
I see.
But
I know
there's
Joey's a massive Astolfo fan.
of course.
So.
But there's like lots of Astolfo figures, right? From like different
right.
makers. So if it's the exact same, which I don't think will happen, honestly, from the massive budget we had, then it's 2 points lost. And then the final one is if you fail to spend at least a minimum of 50,000 yen at a store or $500, you lose a point. I think that was the one we were all kind of paying attention to. Because I use that as like a good way to gauge the rest of my budget.
Yeah, that was to encourage us not to hoard all our money for one store.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
And just if we didn't make it clear, how we are converting, we're going to be saying everything in dollars, but that's just basically taking the yen price and dividing by 100. I know that's
yen equals $1. It's not exactly right, but yeah.
Yeah, that's as close as we're
It's the
gonna get.
closest you can think of it.